Welcome to Boots and Suits, episode 1 of our show. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for taking your time. I'm Joey Rodriguez, aka Boots.
And good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining the show. This is really exciting to do our first one. I'm Kirk, aka Suits, until we switch it up next time.
I love it. Awesome. All right. Let me pull up my... Okay, come on, computer.
This whole episode is going to be us fumbling through a laptop.
One laptop, that's it.
Guys with a lot of technology and forgot to take notes on the show.
I should have brought the papers, just like have papers and cue cards, just like put it through.
That's kind of fair.
Yeah, I think next time. Well, we're learning.
Yeah, we're learning. Where does it go? What do you want to start out with, man?
I think I start off with like the news.
I know we want to keep it light, but there was an article that came out yesterday.
I love it.
I was reading through the news yesterday, Joey, and I came across an article about one of the things that's going on in our cities of Minneapolis that, I don't know, it really kind of took me back. We have an epidemic going on right now in our city, and I just found out about this article yesterday. And funny enough, I got to give a shout out to my friend Sade Young. We were talking about this recently ago, so she's going to be a little surprised by this, that it's this overwhelming in our community. But dog bites are up 20% in Minneapolis right now. I'm sorry, I take that back. 30% dog bites are up. We are at 600 dog bites this year compared to 428 last year. And one of the articles states from a doctor from the University of Minnesota that pet owners just can't keep their pets on a leash. It's a tough news cycle right now. There's really not much going on in the news or any big events going. So Katrina Bailey really had to be like, what can I dive into that's really affecting our cities and our communities now?
Dog bites.
Dog bites.
Yeah, you know what? I don't know. Dog bites, I think mostly small dogs, right?
I guess it could vary. It's 600 dog bites, so I'm sure it's a variety of dogs. But one of the people quoted in the article is she was actually chased down the street, her and her siblings, by a Chihuahua. And they ran away from the dog, but the Chihuahua was able to track them down and still bite them, which makes me think, how could 3 people not stop a Chihuahua?
Well, they do have a big heart and big... they're tough.
Yeah, and them growling doesn't even necessarily mean they're mad.
No, not at all. They're like purring. So in other news, Brooklyn Center approves a master plan. So this is going to be big. So they recently approved a master plan for Brooklyn Center right next to Centennial Park West. So what this is 80 acres of what they have, like parking lots. They have like an old Target there, and they're going to make a huge downtown. So you're talking about commercial real estate, retail, coffee shops. And the good thing about that is it's going to be a new hub. And I think it's going to be amazing. If they continue with that plan, I think it'd be great.
I know, it's really exciting to see that. So the first home I ever bought was in Brooklyn Park, and being right next to Brooklyn Park and Brooklyn Center, what I loved about that whole area is that it's so vibrant. And I think when you talk about diversity in Minneapolis, that area really represents it, because I love the food scene there, right? You can get everything in that general region. So it's still like a mixture of like a big city with a small town. So to see Brooklyn Center have a plan together to be able to get more people out, so you'll be able to experience more of that culture with your friends, your family, your kids. I'm just really, really excited. So I hope nothing gets in the way of that at all.
So if you're a developer, look at that area. It's going to be big. I mean, right next to that park, it's going to be like a nice green space and everything. Beautiful.
Joey, I don't know if you saw this in Fergus Falls. The police on last Wednesday were investigating human bones found in Otter Lake Trail. Did you see this at all?
I did see that. I came across that.
So the police in Fergus Falls, that probably don't normally have a lot to do, got a tip that some human bones were found in Otter Lake Trail. After an extensive police research, they found... Go ahead and tell us what it was.
Fake bones, plastic bones from probably Home Depot.
Someone left over some Halloween decorations and then supposedly dumped them in the river, and then proceeded to have a police investigation only to find that it was Halloween decorations and not, in fact, human bones.
Oh my God. So, if you guys haven't seen it, the new Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is having new billboards. And you might see the new Chris Lindahl billboards be a little bit strange because they took a one off from them. So, they have the actor from The Replacer, Peter Stormare. He's got his hands out like Chris Lindahl and then promoting Black Ops 6. So, I think that is pretty funny that they copied a billboard that's like all over Minnesota. Hey, if it works, it works, right? It's hilarious. So if you see a or you see a billboard that doesn't look like Chris Lindahl, it might be the Black Ops 6 Call of Duty new marketing.
If you're Chris Lindahl, how much are you feeling yourself right now? It's like, I just got copied by Call of Duty on a billboard. Like, that is next level branding and marketing right there, right?
Right. I'd be like, I better be a character in one of them.
Oh my gosh. Could you imagine if Chris Lindahl was a character in a video game? It'd be like if you killed him, he just multiplied times 1,000. So it would be actually no way to kill him off in the video game. So if you just take down one thing, he just multiplies.
Yes, and then during Call of Duty, the billboards from the cities are Chris Lindahl.
Ooh, yes. At any point, they could just collapse on you, and you're not really for sure. So you have the characters running around times 1,000, and then just like billboards at any given point that could just collapse right on top of you.
That would be amazing.
I'm glad that we're talking about Chris Lindahl as if he needs any more marketing or public praise whatsoever. So here he is, infiltrating our lives and just getting one more free spot.
On Boots and Suits, that's what
First episode, Chris Lindahl gets a shout out.
Oh my gosh. And another thing here, so I love listening to country music as well as other different kinds of music, but I feel like the country music in the Midwest is highly underrated. Because there's so many great artists out there, and I feel like they need to put a spotlight on there. So here at Boots and Suits, we're going to spotlight Midwestern country artists. And one that I wanted to highlight is artist, singer, songwriter Monique Smaz. Hopefully I said the last name right. Monique Smaz. She's from St. Paul, Minnesota, and she's currently living right now in Nashville, Minnesota, getting her grind on. I love it. She's quickly becoming Minnesota's hot new talent. And her first, or actually new single from this year is a song called, let's see here, Just Like Johnny. So we'll have it playing here at the end of the show. You'll hear the music. Monique, thank you, and hopefully you can come on the show sometime.
Second episode, Monique.
So come on over.
Another one of the things I was just checking. So St. Louis Park, obviously, really great area, really expanding. In Golden Valley, did you see about this rebrand that they did for their community and what it's called?
Yes, they said it's wet. They're going to call themselves Westopolis. Sounds like something of Tomorrowland, is what they said.
You know, it does. It sounds like if I was like, when I was like a teenager in school and you're like playing Sims on your computer, it sounds like a place that you would have built on The Sims.
Right, they got new branding, new lettering, and it's going to be like a Golden Valley, St. Louis area.
Yeah, they're really going with the branding as that it's out of the way a little bit of the city, so you have access to the food, the shopping, the free parking. You're in I believe they reference to a cosmopolitan area with close access to the city.
It's like green and different colors like that, but it looks great. You know, I think several other cities rebranded. I think recently Rogers rebranded. I don't know, is this the new norm that everybody's rebranding their cities?
I was reading through the news and I was a little bit alarmed by one of the articles I came across. You may have seen this. So a St. Cloud man, this is going to break the news cycle, and it's early developing story. We don't know what to fully make of it right now, but it's ongoing. We're going to keep you informed as we find new information on this. But Joey, a St. Cloud man found caught a jellyfish in one of our Minnesota lakes.
I don't know. I mean, now that's another fear. First, we have a fear of like having, you know, the swimmer's itch from lakes, and you got to wash that off and everything like that. And then, you know, maybe your kids nick something in the water, you got to wash antibacterial. But now we got to be worried about jellyfish in fresh waters, Minnesota. So I think that's going to be impactful. I mean, yeah, they don't have stingers, but shoot, they can evolve, I guess.
Is it safe to fry and serve on a Friday night?
So beware when you're walking into lakes. There might be some jellyfish. Thrift store buys.
Yes.
Because it doesn't cost a lot of money to look good.
Okay.
And so the rules would be you can keep your shoes. It would just have to be like pants, shirt, or even like or an accessory, jacket, and the rest you would have yourself. You know what I mean? Something like.
So next show, what we're looking to do is we're going to go inside of a thrift store and we're going to have a friendly competition out of Joey and I to see who can thrift the best wardrobe.
Yes, we're each going to go to whichever thrift shop and figure out what's the best look or figure out an outfit. So I'm excited about this because lately I need some new gear. So we'll see what happens.
Shout out to Bro's Closet in Uptown. That's a good one.
Ooh, Bro's Closet. Let's do Bro's Closet. Okay.
That's a good one. It's in Uptown. It's in a cool area. They got a cool thing going on. I like their social media a lot.
Ooh, yeah. That looks 25 and under. Oh, perfect. Look at that.
I feel like we should find you a suit and then let's put on a Dale Earnhardt shirt and a cowboy hat.
Yes.
That could be the ticket right there.
Okay, so next show we're gonna be going to Bro's Closet. Gonna thrift our next outfit, and we'll be wearing that for our next show. Another thing I wanted to do, what is the best tasting milk that you tasted? Because I know you're a big milk fan.
This is a great question. I've had a lot of milk. Whole milk is really, really great. And I have to say, Fairlife will always be my favorite milk. Triple filtered. The whole milk is absolutely phenomenal. Fairlife is a ticket.
I do have to say, there's some milk companies in Minnesota that I will bring to the next show.
Ooh, are we going to do a milk tasting competition?
We're going to do three different milks.
Okay.
10 Fins A2 milk. Apparently people say that that's one of the best tasting milks.
It sounds fancy.
Yeah, it's super, super fancy. And then I think the other one is Kelowna Super Natural Organic Cream Top Milk.
That is a milk I want to
So we'll have them hidden and you got to taste each one of them and
do a blind taste test.
So where you can be like, this tastes good, this tastes the second best, and this tastes the third. But they're all top, so they're all top milks. And we're just gonna see which milk tastes the best.
Okay.
That'd be great.